discussing it because of the third column of this paper on the first page is saying that the predatory journal is what which promise was doubtful and its validity unlikely to have been vetted. It means to say what the research community, what the research participants, what the editors, authors, and researchers and general public who have agreed to give maximum response to the concerned journal, concerned researcher, concerned person. But that research has not been properly vetted, and due to the lack of the vet or the vetting of the document, it has lost its validity. I hope my screen is visible before you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have just shared the
Yes, sir.
screen with you. Why? Because of what effect can misconduct have? It is again the misconduct. What kind of the misconduct? That if you are a researcher and you are willing to research or the publish a document in a particular journal which has no authenticity, no validity, then your research community will be deceived or feel cheated. Because of such kind of the misconduct can harm the research community like loss of trust, damage to the careers, damage to institutions' reputation, corruption of the evidence base, and wastage of time, effort, and funds. As you all said that in a brief revision of this paper, what I am going to tell here that I am not valid as I have not been vetted by anyone, then how can I say, okay, this document is authentic on the part of me, on the part of the general public, or the researcher, or the author, or the editor, or the publisher? That's why I'm saying the simple definition is of the predatory journal, if you are willing to write, or willing to communicate, or willing to note that any kind of the journal which promise was doubtful and its validity unlikely to have been vetted. Mean to say that journal which was not valid due to the lack of the trust or due to the promise. What kind of the promise? The journal itself is saying, I will publish those documents which are researched or which are based upon the original research or the conduct of that research which is original. I will publish those documents. But the journal has not seen such kind of the evidences. If no evidence of the truth, purity, and validity is there, then we are not able to say, okay, we have complete our promise. The first page relevance of this particular paper is that. Come to the next page, please. The definition is given. Go through this definition, please. Because just I am sharing this information and you can read this document in a total, no problem. But the glimpse of this paper, which will give a particular message to us that what kind of the predatory journals are available in the market and how they are adversely affecting the society. Here the definition is saying, which has already been discussed with you on yesterday, predatory journals and publishers are entities that prioritize self-interest at the time at the expenses of the scholarship and are characterized by the false and misleading information, deviation from the best editorial and publication practices, a lack of the transparency and use of the aggressive and indiscriminating solicitation process. or the practice, you can say. That was the definition. From this definition, what we can drive? We can drive that a journal which is reflecting everything before the public, that journal should be transparent. That journal will give each and every information before the public in a proper way. If that particular journal is not giving this situation or this information before the society, before the public, it means to say it is very much harmful. And the person, editor, publisher, research community, general public, who are the stakeholders of this journal, are the part and parcel of the research misconduct. Right? Next point. Here is a graph is available, exhibit is available. The exhibit is saying there are so many databases, and they are saying, okay, I have the predatory journal which I've been pointed out, like Bell's, Cabell's verified legitimate journal. Mean to say, this picture is showing that a particular document, a particular journal which has been assessed, which are likely to be predatory or the legitimate, do not tally. Mean to say, a particular database is saying I have 1000 journals. Out of 1000, only 200 journals are legitimate, and 800 journals are not legitimate. It means to say, some of the journals are valid for me, remaining journals are not valid for me. Because of a particular database get a question mark on itself if it will include any kind of the predatory journals. Nobody will rely upon that particular database. किसी भी डेटाबेस के ऊपर विश्वास तभी किया जाता है जब उसके अंदर जो प्रीडेटरी जर्नल्स हैं वो इंक्लूड ना हो, या वो प्रीडेटरी जर्नल्स को आइडेंटिफाई करके लोगों को बताए कि यस, दीज आर द जर्नल्स which are having the question mark on their validity and they are not being vetted by the editors, publishers. Moreover, the predatory journals have found ways to penetrate these lists, and new journals have to publish for at least a year before they can apply for indexing. सेकंड कॉलम के बीच में आपको यहाँ पर जो डेफिनेशन, इसके पैरेलल में एक पैराग्राफ है, इस पे आप थोड़ा ध्यान देंगे. A journal's membership of the agency such as COP, Committee on Publication Ethics, curated indexes such as Web of Science, being listed in the directory of the open access journals is sufficient to guarantee quality. यहां पर ये बताने का मतलब ये नहीं है कि मैं यदि इंडेक्सिंग ले लूंगा या मेरा जर्नल इंडेक्स हो जाएगा तो मैं एकदम से एक्यूरेट हूं. नो, जब तक वो जर्नल उस पर्टिकुलर सीओपी एजेंसी या किसी भी डेटाबेस का यदि वो मेंबर बनना चाहता है या बनना चाहती है या अपने आप को इंडेक्सिंग करवाना चाहता है जर्नल अपने आप को, तो उसको 1 साल पहले ये पूरा प्रोसेस करना होता है. इवन फॉर योर काइंड इंफॉर्मेशन, आवर इंफॉर्मेशन एंड ब्रॉडकास्टिंग ministry provide the number to a magazine or a journal on the publication or on the completion of the 1 year of that published document. जब 1 साल हो जाता है तब उसको इंडेक्सिंग का नंबर दिया जाता है ताकि लोगों को यह पता लग जाए कि इस तरह का जर्नल है और इस तरह की इसकी इंडेक्सिंग हो सकती है नहीं हो सकती है. यदि वो जर्नल इंडेक्सिंग के सभी पैरामीटर्स पे खरा उतरता है तब हम उसको ये कहते हैं यस, यू कैन बी इंडेक्स्ड. देयरफॉर व्हाई आई एम सेइंग दिस थिंग, कोई भी जर्नल यदि मेंबरशिप चाहता है, चाहे वो ओपन एक्सेस में जाए, चाहे सीओपीई में जाए, स्प्रिंगर में जाए या और कोई डेटाबेस में जाए, वेब ऑफ साइंस, कॉपस जो आपको बताए गए, किसी भी डेटाबेस में जाने के लिए उसको 1 साल का पीरियड तो वैसे ही कंप्लीट होना चाहिए. लेकिन जैसे ही जनरल मार्केट में आया, उसने एकदम से आते ही हजारों लाखों पब्लिशर से संपर्क साधा, एडिटर से संपर्क साधा, न्यू स्कॉलर्स को लिया या ओल्ड स्कॉलर्स को आप अपने पास थ्रू ईमेल इनवाइट किया, पेपर उनका पब्लिश कर दिया विद इन 2 आवर्स 3 आवर्स। जब तक उसका 1 साल होता है, इंडेक्सिंग का टाइम आता है, तब तक वो अपने डॉक्यूमेंट और फीस और फंड जितना भी उसने ग्रैब करना होता है सोसाइटी को ग्रैब करके जा चुका होता है। ये पॉइंट मैं इसलिए आपके सामने रख रहा हूं कि जब भी आप किसी जर्नल में पेपर भेजें तो आप ये देखें वो जर्नल की इंडेक्सिंग कब से है या जर्नल कब से शुरू हुआ है। यदि वो 1 साल हो चुका है, यानी कम से कम 1 साल यदि उस जर्नल को हो चुका है, तभी आप उसमें पेपर भेजिए। इवन आफ्टर इट इज द पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ एनी इंडेक्सिंग, चाहे वो किसी भी इंडेक्सिंग में आ चुका है या किसी भी डाटाबेस में आ चुका है, हो सकता है डाटाबेस की भी जो एंट्री दिखाई आपके सामने जो रिफ्लेक्ट हो रही है वेबसाइट पे वो सही ना हो। इन द प्रीवियस डेज आई हैव सेंट अ लिस्ट ऑफ द यूजीसी केयर लिस्ट, यूनिवर्सिटी ग्रांट्स कमीशन केयर लिस्ट। उसमें भी रेफरीड जो जर्नल्स हैं या उस यूजीसी केयर लिस्ट में है, तो आप यदि उनमें भी किसी में पब्लिश करना चाहते हैं तो आप उनको भी ये देखें ये जर्नल आपका कब से चल रहा है, क्या ये किसी पर्टिकुलर डेटाबेस में लिस्टेड है या नहीं है। I am not giving any kind of the question on the UGC care list, but I am saying, being the part of the research community, we have to ensure ourselves what is the age of this journal. If it is completion of the 1 year or 2 year, 3 years, then you can say, okay, the particular journal has established its image, reputation regarding the quality of the papers. And that's why it has been indexed in this list. Next point, the third column, page number 211, detail matters. As I know, as well as told you, predatory journals are driven by self-interest, usually financial, at the expense of the scholarship. They are characterized by the following. यहां तक यदि किसी बच्चे का कोई डाउट है तो पूछ लीजिएगा बच्चे। If no, I am
Not
continuing. Okay.
continue, sir.
डिफरेंट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स हैं। जो मान लीजिए आपका रिसर्च पेपर जब होता है, सब्जेक्टिव पेपर भी, उसमें भी ये पूछा जाता है कि आपके इसके प्रीडेटरी जर्नल के फीचर्स बताइए कौन कौन से होते हैं। As far as the definition is concerned, definition is saying false and misleading information. It means to say a predatory journal's website or the email often present contradictory statement. The word is utilized here, contradictory statement. Mean to say, the journal is saying, I have the blind peer review. Actually, there is no review. There is no blind peer review or double blind peer review. How many of you are well aware about the blind review? Anyone? Blind review होता क्या है? कोई भी
Sir,
एक बच्चा
it's a
बताना चाहे।
process of reviewing a research paper where neither the scholar knows who is reviewing his or her paper and nor the reviewer knows whose paper is it. So both the parties do not know each other and there is a completely unbiased checking of the paper.
Okay, very nice. When editor or the journal receive a paper, they delete the name of the authors and send it to the reviewer. A reviewer will receive this paper, do crystal criticism, modification, addition, deletion, what he or she deems fit. The same paper is received back by the editor. Editor put his or her name, mean to say author's name, and send it back to the authors for the purpose of the correction or incorporation of the suggestions or the modifications. That is blind peer review. Double blind. After reviewing the first reviewer, the same paper is being sent to the another reviewer also. Same way as the first revaluation of the answer sheet, then the second revaluation of the answer sheet. Same way. There is no name of the authors or the reviewers involved. Only the editor knows that, or the general publishers know that who is the author of this paper and who is the reviewer of this paper. But both the parties or the third parties, they are not able to know and they have not been told. That is known as blind peer review as well as the double blind peer review. Nice. Explained. Next one is, here is the fake impact factors. फॉल्स मिसलीडिंग इंफॉर्मेशन में फर्स्ट कौन सा है? आपका वेबसाइट या ईमेल का कंटेंट वो गलत होगा. Misrepresentation of the editorial board, as I told earlier. Incorrect address, indexing, or the membership of the association. They claim that I have been indexed on that particular database. Exactly or actually, they are not being indexed. Another point, misleading claim about the rigor of the peer review, as I told. Yesterday, I have established a journal. In the next week, I invite the papers. And how can we say, okay, the whole papers have been reviewed? Not possible. It takes time. It is a rigor process. Next, the deviation from the best editorial and publication practices. Editorial principles, practices, publication principles, practices, which are defined by different authorities, different database, like Committee on Publication Ethics and DOAG, WAMA, University Grants Commission. They have defined different guidelines on what basis that particular journal is being said, okay, that journal is following all kind of the editorial and publication practices in a particular manner and in letter and spirit. Again, it is deviation. Please come to the third page. Lack of transparency. Any of you, Nancy Jangda, please. What is the meaning of it? Audible? Audible to you all?
Yes, sir, audible.
Okay.
Yes, sir, audible.
Anyone can tell the lack of transparency, which is very much clearly stated in this paper.
सर जो जन
So lack of transparency.
उनको अपनी सारी
Okay.
इंफॉर्मेशन होती है प्रोसेसिंग की, वो डालनी होती है उसके ऊपर, ये ट्रांसपेरेंसी होता है. लेकिन जो प्रेडेटरी जर्नल्स होंगे वो तो फेक होते हैं, तो वहां पे कोई ट्रांसफर, वो अपनी जो भी फीस है या जो भी प्रोसेसिंग प्रोसेस होगा वो कुछ भी नहीं डालते वहां पे.
Okay. The whole paragraph
Also,
is.
sir,
Mhm.
also, sir, how are they taking decision on whether to select a paper or reject a paper is not clearly stated. And their editorial boards are also unverified. Who are these professors? Where are they working? All that information is also missing.
It means to say these kind of the journals are not following the guidelines which are given by the Committee on Publication Ethics Directory of Open Access Journals, even Open Access Scholarly Publishers Association, and World Association of the Medical Editors. In terms of the operational procedure first, second one is highlights. Two reasons which are given in this particular paragraph. ऑपरेशन प्रोसीजर का मीनिंग ये होगा कि आपका जर्नल कब से शुरू हुआ, कौन कौन उसमें मैनेजमेंट बोर्ड में है, एडिटोरियल बोर्ड में है, पब्लिकेशन बोर्ड में है, कॉन्टेक्ट की इंफॉर्मेशन क्या है, मेरी ईमेल आईडी क्या है और वेबसाइट क्या है. ये इंफॉर्मेशन वहां पर छुपाई जाती है या इनकरेक्ट दी जाती है या मिसलीड दी जाती है. इसके अलावा there is no option to tell to the persons how much the fee we are charging and the account of whom, it is individual account or the journal's account. Mean to say, you are submitting the fee, you will see there is no account in the name of the journal. Only the account is in the name of the society or the corporation or the trust. However, in the guidelines of the society or the trust, that journal's name has not been included. And their bylaws are not saying, okay, such kind of the journal is to be published in future. And there is no managerial decision is being taken. There is an absence of the transparency in predatory journals in form of editors, as you said, editorial boards, and which are not having the authenticity of the persons. Suppose they have given the name of A. A is nowhere working. A is not existing. There is no curriculum vitae, no resume, no biodata of that person is being attached with that journal. How many persons are being involved by that journals? There is no listing of that. Third, another category or the feature, go through it and then we will discuss it. Because of, if the words are being grabbed by our mind, then we can understand what is that exactly. Although legitimate journals might solicit submissions, what it mean to say? It mean to say, when you will send a paper, immediately you will get an email, okay, your paper has been accepted for publication. After 2 hours, please send your copyright certificate. You sent. After 2 hours later on, your paper is published and you can download it. What is that? That is known as aggressive and indiscriminate solicitation. Why it is indiscriminate? Because of you have not followed all the practices which are being practiced and which are very necessary for you. If you are not following these points, what happened? It means to say you are not an authentic journal. That's why you are doing it. Because of any kind of the email which is excessively flattering in tone or might mention the researcher past publication while noting that related submissions are urgently needed for forthcoming issue. It means to say we are considering earlier publications of that particular person. However, these are not necessary. What I'm going to say here that परमिला जी आप ये म्यूट कीजिए प्लीज. परमिला राणा, are you getting my voice? Okay. Audible to you all? No disturbance?
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. This point is clear to you all?
Yes, sir.
कभी भी जो आपका ऑथर है उसको वार्निंग या पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट नहीं बताया जाता कि आपके पेपर में ये गलतियां हैं. सिर्फ और सिर्फ उनको ये मैसेज दिया जाता है कि आपका पेपर आया, हमने एक्सेप्ट कर लिया और इसको पब्लिश कर दिया जाएगा. जस्ट यू डिपॉजिट दिस फीस एंड यू विल रिसीव अ सर्टिफिकेट फॉर पब्लिकेशन. सिंपल. Here one line is given under this paragraph. A clear warning sign is that the invitee's expertise is outside in the general scope. What is the meaning of it? Anyone? Have you read it?
Sir, it means that
Aggressive.
the journal which is inviting papers on a certain topic, the journal does not even have expertise. They have no editorial board that can tackle that topic, that can actually study that topic, that can actually give proper feedback on that particular topic, yet they are inviting research papers on that topic. For
Any more?
instance, there are many journals who say that we are interdisciplinary, but they are not interdisciplinary in any sense, and the editorial board is not capable of tackling different interdisciplinary subjects, yet they invite research papers from varied disciplines just to get popularity and just to deceive people and earn money.
Good. Nice. Any more? Just I
Sir,
elaborate. Yeah.
sir,
Speak.
these kind of journals only accept papers and do not tell the faults, errors, and if we are misleading our topic in our article, they do not discuss about this, that you are not concluded your idea well in your article, or you have many grammatical errors or any kind of error in our article. They do not discuss. And they publish as it is with our faults and errors, and when other scholar read it, that he or she can misguided with this.
Okay. Within 2 or 3 lines, I wish to elaborate it. Simply, my journal from the area of the biotechnology, International Journal of Biotechnology, but I publish the paper from the public administration. That is simple, clear warning sign. Any kind of the journal who have been nominated the name of that and publishing the documents or the publishing the research paper from the different fields, as exactly Pallavi said that they have no any proper editorial board which can check out this paper. However, they are claiming, false claiming that we have the proper editorial board and we have the peer reviewers. The Journal of the Science is publishing the paper of the art side or the commerce side. Automatically there is a question mark. If my paper is being published from the medical side in the Journal of Finance, again it is contradictory, again it is false claim, again it is known as predatory journal. जिस फील्ड के हैं हम उस फील्ड के पेपर ना छापकर हम दूसरे फील्ड के पेपर यदि अपने जर्नल में लेते हैं, उसका क्वेश्चन मार्क सिर्फ जर्नल के ऊपर ही नहीं है बल्कि ऑथर के ऊपर भी है. Why the author is sending the paper to that journal which is not of his or her field? That's why the line is very much clearly saying a clear warning sign is that the invitee's expertise is outside the journal scope. To whom I am inviting to publish the paper in my journal, however, my journal is claiming that I am the journal of biomedical, but you are the student of the art side and you are sending a paper in my biomedical, which particular paper has no any biomedical sense or which is not related to the biomedical sense. It doesn't mean that a scholar from the art side cannot publish the paper in the medical side. Yes, they can publish it if they have such kind of the sense or the contents of that paper which are directly related to with that particular medical journal. But no content is there, no scope is there, and you are getting published it. Why? It is again indiscriminate solicitation. However, I am not the part and parcel of that journal, and the scope of the journal is not okay as per my paper, and I am sending it, and journal is accepting it. What happens? It means to say they are giving the aggressive and indiscriminate solicitations to my paper. And that's why these are known as predatory journals. Next one is criteria we left out. Why? Here is very much simple. Such kind of the journals only and only focus on the quantity, not on the quality of the journals. How many papers they got published within 1 year? How many papers they have to invite? How much fee? How much corpus they have collected from the authors, publishers, and other stakeholders in form of the charging of the fee. Here the point is saying it can be taught or it can be tough to distinguish a predatory journal from a journal that is under-resourced. Both can be low quality, but the latter does not have intention to deceive. Please read 3 lines and please speak on it. What the sense of this point? Anyone?
So it states that it's really hard to distinguish between a predatory journal and a journal which is under resourced. Means that sometimes a journal which has good intentions and following all the ethics can be of poor quality because it doesn't have that much resource. It can be money or other things. So its quality is the equivalent to that which is a predatory journal. So we feel that okay, both the journals have low quality, but we fail to, and in this way we fail to decide that which one have the good intentions.
Okay. Any more willing to add? Just I elaborate it. Here simply the word is clearly mentioning journal quality and intent to deceive. My dear students and dear scholars, I am saying bad decisions with good intention remains bad decisions. In the whole life, you have to remember it. There is no question of the intention. Question is what will be the result? What will be the output? And who will be the part and parcel of the misconduct? And who will at the loss due to that predatory journal? Here, under-resourced mean to say this particular line or this particular one is saying that, okay, I have established a journal that is biannual or quarterly journal. I am willing to take the printing cost from the author. If I am undersourced, I have not enough money to pay to my editor, to pay to my peer reviewer, to pay to my printer. Why should I publish? There is no question of the intention. Why I have to publish this journal? There is no condition that you have to publish it if you are undersourced. Here this line is saying a reference is given, you will open that paper, see also nature.com 33 GMGUT. When you will open it, what you will see? The same way they will convey this, that paper is conveying that a journal which has no proper financial facility, no proper finance, then they have no right to publish a document. And if they will publish or perish a culture, publish or perish culture is being adopted by them, what will happen automatically? Today they are not having the intention to deceive, but after 3 months, 3 years, they will be the part of that predatory journals. That's why I'm saying every kind of the journal have to focus upon the quality of the paper, not the quantity of the paper. Therefore, each and every stakeholder can take the benefit or be benefited toward the publications or by the publishing any kind of the document or the report or the article. Now, the next paragraph is saying next steps. As I told you earlier, University Grants Commission has created a reference list of the respectable journals and is currently working to revise academic publication incentives and developing training course or reinforce the message. इसका मीनिंग ये है बच्चे कि जो हम आज पढ़ रहे हैं रिसर्च एंड पब्लिकेशन एथिक्स पेपर, ये पेपर जो पढ़ाया जा रहा है ये इसी का पार्ट एंड पार्सल है। इस पेपर को मैंने आपके सामने क्यों कोट किया, क्योंकि नेचर जो पर्टिकुलर जर्नल है स्प्रिंजर में, इट इज हाईली fabulous journal, highly indexed journal, and I have selected that paper to contribute to you and to share with you so that we came to know where we are. It means to say all over the world, the contribution of the University Grants Commission to stop such kind of the predatory journal practices, the University Grants Commission has taken that initiative. And the training is being given. What kind of the training? As a teacher, I am providing the training to you how to protect yourself from these predatory journals. In the coming lectures, we will discuss plagiarism detection softwares, how to identify the predatory journals, and what contents are to be tested and checked, and what kind of the reference list be read by us, so that we came to know what kind of the paper is to be published in which kind of the journal, so that any kind of the problem we will not face in our future, and we will not be the culprit or the commit any kind of the mistake in form of the research misconduct. To safeguard our future and career, we have to take care of it. Moreover, so far disparate attempts to address predatory publishing have been unable to control this ever multiplying problem. This need will be greater as author adjust to Plan S and other similar mandates, which will require researchers to publish their work in open access journals platforms if they are found or funded by most European agencies. यहाँ पर इसका मीनिंग क्या है कि एक यूरोपियन जर्नल्स हैं, उन्होंने एक आपकी प्लान एस बनाई हुई है। प्लान एस का मीनिंग क्या है कि उन्होंने अपने कुछ, जैसे सीओपी ने अपनी गाइडलाइंस बनाई हुई है, इसी तरह उन्होंने अपनी गाइडलाइंस बनाई हुई है, और उनमें मोस्टली जो प्लान्स हैं उसमें आपने एक सर्कल बनाया, सर्कल को आपने एस फॉर्म दे दी और उसके बाद आपने ये जस्टिफाई कर दिया कि यस आई विल फॉलो दिस a particular flow chart, you can say, you can understand as a flow chart. फ्लो चार्ट के फॉर्म में आपने एस को फ्लो चार्ट बनाया कि फर्स्ट स्टेप हमारा ये होगा, सेकंड ये होगा, थर्ड ये होगा, फोर्थ ये होगा, फिफ्थ ये होगा। जब आप इसको ओपन करेंगे देन यू विल गो टू अंडरस्टैंड और विल बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई मीन टू से हियर कि जस्ट बीइंग अ स्टूडेंट वी मस्ट fight against the predatory journals. How it is possible? If we will not send a paper to the predatory journal, automatically they will finish. Therefore, being and ruler, it is our prime responsibility that and we have to avoid such kind of the journals for the publication the fee towards those. Okay, I hope you understood these are regarding the papers. Anyone can respond?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
It's clear, sir.
I have shared this paper. If any kind of the material
Sir, you are not audible.
all